come to Tommy Sade, you may just be a cold, hard, plaster-cast vagina, but the course of true love is shaved smooth. Let us retire to the portaloo, where I may speak to you in tongues. Oh, whoa, what's that sound? Why is the toilet shaking? What's going on?
What was that sound, Bart?
I don't know. I asked Tommy to dig out the PA system for tonight's in-store gig. Sounds like he's making a rather ham-fisted go at it, as per usual.
Either that or he's having a very noisy wank.
I need to talk to Tommy about that, actually. I caught him asking a customer if he could butter her muffin yesterday. His constant and brazen lasciviousness simply has to stop. We have few female customers as it is without Tommy verbally molesting them.
It's not just the women he's harassing though, Bart. He's offering vinyl cleaning services to men as well.
Well, uncharacteristically entrepreneurial of Tommy, I must say. But what's wrong with that?
I suspect these services are sexual in nature. After-hours house calls.
Ah. Ugh.
Oh, good morning, Postie.
Is it? Well, it's all right for you mincing around in your record shop and doing fuck all. Some of us actually have to work for a living. You just stand around listening to shit music and looking at me like I'm dirt. Here's your fucking post. Here, hang about. You still doing the gratis lager tonight?
Well, we're having an in-store gig with complimentary beverages to attract punters, if that's what you mean.
Yes, but the event is for our, more discerning clientele, I'm afraid. It's supposed to be a convivial and sophisticated affair. Convivial? Are you taking the fucking piss, mate? Well, I can be convivial, you know. Especially when the lager's gratis, do you know what I mean? It'll be an honour and a privilege. Why do you even engage with the likes of him, Vic? It's always puzzled me why these parochial working-class Untermenschen with their engorged beer-filled bellies waste so much energy wallowing in self-pity and resentment. One would think that owning a Sky Sports subscription and having access to limitless lager was their only aspiration in life. Right, let's look at this post. Oh, blast. Another return record and more damned bills. Seriously. How is an honest enterprise supposed to survive on the high street when we're hemorrhaging cash from every orifice?
Relax, Bart. There's plenty of money to be made from selling music. There's millions of people out there with billions of pounds to spend. Vinyl is back with a bang. We just need to meet the demand.
Relax. I've invested my entire trust fund into this venture on the assumption that an up-and-coming Catford would become as trendy as Peckham, bringing in hordes of young, bearded white fellows obsessed with craft beer and sourdough bread and who think nothing of spunking 50 quid on a load of tatty old and brand spanking new vinyl. When I bought this place, I hoped to become a celebrated local hero, a pillar of the black community, and revered by hipsters across the borough of Lewisham as their go-to local record dealer. Instead, I'm losing money hand over fist, and no one seems to know or care that we're even ballywell here.
Well, why do you think Disco Dave sold up in the first place? Didn't you do your research before you splashed the cash? Everyone knows the High Street is dying, and Catford High Street has been a member of the living dead for years. I thought you kept me on because you had a master plan up your sleeve to turn dreams into action into a reputable dealer of high-quality vinyl. Instead, my optimism has given way to bitter disappointment. Now I know how the Stone Roses fans felt when Second Coming was finally released.
Well, park your concerns, Vic, because I have been giving the matter some thought. And I think I may have a new business strategy. The problem is one of local demographics. We just don't attract the right clientele. I mean, the anticipated gentrification of Catford hasn't materialized, and the hipsters are nowhere to be found. But on the other hand, this area's just swarming with black people, right?
Wow, it has a vibrant urban community, yes, but swarming, Bart? Is that the right word to use?
My point is that we desperately need customers, Vic, and we need to redefine our target demographic. Catford is positively brimming with young black people. They've got plenty of money to spend on music and they're constantly online. We need to connect with these people and convince them to visit this shop.
These people? Isn't that rather offensive, Bart? I'd expect you, of all people, to be a little bit more sensitive in such matters. I mean, these are black people, Black people just like you.
Now that is offensive, Vic. These are not my people. In terms of class and sophistication, I am worlds apart from the people of Catford. My people attended the finest public schools. My people pronounce their interdental consonants. My people are self-reliant, hard-working, and independent, just like Mrs. Thatcher wanted. God rest her iron soul.
What a load of guff. Look at the state of this place. You haven't a shred of business acumen and no work ethic to speak of. You spend most of the day in the back office drinking tea and power napping.
And what would you know about getting on, Vic? Your family have been firmly rooted in the black hole of Plumstead High Street for generations. If you wrote an autobiography, it'd be called Going Nowhere Fast. You left school at 16 without any qualifications, wasted your youth fanning around in a series of third-rate indie bands. Now you're a 52-year-old underachiever who works as a shop assistant, hasn't a penny to his name, and lives with his mum. Have you no pride? No dignity? No shame?
My God, Bart, you are a nasty little viper.
There's nothing nasty in the truth but its own reflection, Vic. You are the Dorian Gray of indie rock. But let's get back to business, shall we? Time is money. One easy way we can connect with the fine young people of Catford is to produce a short marketing film, stick it on the YouTubes, and share it widely via all social media channels. And tonight's gig is the perfect opportunity to put theory into practice and dreams into action. By the way, who is playing tonight?
We have a drill outfit in tonight, Bart. The Roadman Dem. You do know all about drill music, don't you, Bart?
Well, I don't know any of their tunes, but if we can get the video filmed, edited, and uploaded today, it might just help us drag in a few extra punters tonight and help get us back on track. Why didn't we think of this sooner? And where is Tommy?
Oh, Marvin, what's my little boy depressed about now?
Oh, Mama, it's just feelings and emotions. I'm overcome with empathy for humanity, for a world that is destined to die. Oh, Mama, it's all gone to Satan's place of business, to the very depths of hell.
Oh, my little Marvy is just so sensitive, such a fragile heart. Don't worry, Marvy. One day you'll meet another Christian-hearted virgin with a tight pussy who will sign a prenup, and you'll fall in love all over again.
Oh, Mama, one can't be a fine musical artist whose works can touch the souls of men and the tenderest parts of women if one hasn't lived, loved, and suffered. Tomorrow's my 45th birthday, Mama, and just look at me. I'm a wreck, a coke fiend living at home with his parents after 2 failed relationships. I know that one has to experience life's joys and degradations to fashion the forces of chaos into fine musical works. But Jesus, Mama, this is just going too far.
What in God's name is going on in here? What you two conspiring about? Get over here and get your pants down, boy, so I can slap some leather on that black ass.
Oh, no, Papa, no.
Shut your goddamn mouth, Mama. We have a crisis here. The sinus medication has gone missing from my top drawer. Medication that I need to keep Satan from the door. And I believe this devil-loving sinner from hell stole it. Then he hoovered it all up his nose. He tooted my toot. Now he's gonna get a taste of sweet lips. Now, I'm gonna beat the devil out of your black ass, boy, and those pants are just gonna get in the way of redemption through leather. So I says, drop 'em, boy.
Oh, so you're lashing my mama now, huh?
Oh, that hurt. Ow. Goddamn motherfucker. So you still think you're some kind of big Motown cheese, eh, boy? Playing all high and mighty and then sneaking through your daddy's underwear drawer, stealing my drugs and hypocrizing yourself all over the place. Well, let Caesar have what Caesar wants. But I'll be back for you, boy. Oh, yeah. You just see if I don't. You'll be walking with Jesus soon enough, boy. Walking side by motherfucking side.
Oh, Mother, I'm gonna get my things and get out of this place. I can't stand this shit no more. I came here to get away from temptation. I gotta get clean. I gotta find a clear path back to the Lord and back to the top of the charts. Oh, what? Who are you, man? Tommy. I'm Tommy Pringle. Nice to meet ya. How did you get in here with that thing, man? Well, I was in the shop basement. I was just licking a bit of minge and now I'm here. Where am I? This ain't the basement. Basement? Basement? You're in my father's house and I'm sick of you goddamn fans invading my privacy, man. I'm going to call the police. Fans? Are you famous then? You don't half look familiar. Of course I do, man. I'm Marvin Gaye. But you know that, right? Oh, I've heard of you. But you're supposed to be brown bread, ain't ya? Who's the babe? You tapping that? Hey, man, that ain't a babe. That's my mother.
Who in sweet fucking Jesus' name are you, boy? What you do to my goddamn house? Get your goddamn white hands in the air.
Jesus, he's got a gun. Don't shoot, mister. I'm from Plumstead.
What the fuck you saying, boy? You ain't taking my son. Or my cocaine. You sure got a pretty little white face and it would be a shame for me to blow it all over the goddamn room.
You better get out of here, man. Don't shoot, Papa. He's a special guest of mine.
Special? I'll give him a goddamn 38 special right between his motherfucking eyes. Hey, is that a toilet? What in Jesus' asshole is that thing doing inside my house?
Quick, Marvin. Come inside with me.
Right, that's it. I'm gonna count to 5, and you better step out of that thing or I'm gonna smoke your fucking asses. 1. What the fuck is this devil shit? 2. Man, I should have beat the goddamn devil music out of your black ass while I had my strength, boy. 3, 4, 5. Right, that's it.
You need to understand, mate. This is the mega rare first pressing of Locked in a Limo with a Lady Boy. The first and last single by Ethelred from 1980. They were your classic new wave of British heavy metal band. This is seminal, and by that I don't mean a load of wank.
200 quid is a lot to ask for a record with quite a bit of wear. Tell you what, I'll give you 50 quid for it.
50? That's tantamount to rare record rape. Why don't you just hump me up the chutney and have done with it?
Because I'm not that way inclined, pal. And even if I was, your chutney is probably in even worse condition than that bleeding record.
Look, the marks and hairlines on this record are merely cosmetic. They're superficial and hard to spot. Unless you're really looking hard.
I am really looking, mate, and I can see them very clearly. Not paying 200 quid for that, mate. No way.
Yeah, but you wouldn't see them at all in a dimly lit room. They wouldn't even register as noise if you played them on a forgiving mid-range turntable.
Look, mate, I have no intention of standing around in darkened rooms playing overpriced knackered vinyl on bollocks turntables, yeah? And I have absolutely no intention of paying 200 quid for a 40-year-old, well-used record with more scratches than me if I'd run naked through a rose bush. It's barely in good condition, and it's not worth more than 50 quid in cash, and that's me final offer. Might I interject at this point?
Oh, Bart, no, not this time. I'm just about to close the deal.
Oh, do you bloody think so, do you? Vic, I'm afraid it sounds very much like you're squandering a golden opportunity to sell a near-pristine, ear-bleeding classic to this fine gentleman, who appears to have some eye-popping Nazi insignia embroidered into his denim jacket. Frankly, Vic, your salesmanship is an insult to the memory of, the lead singer of this wonderful quartet called, Ladyboy, was it?
Seriously, Bart, your ignorance is astounding. The band are called Ethelred, and they were a trio, and the singer's name was Duncan Johnson, not Ladyboy. That was the name of the song on the A-side. But I tell you what, Bart, let's not dwell on the minor details.
I'll remind you that I'm the proprietor here, and we need to make some serious money. Your wages depend upon it. Now, my dear friend, or should I say, meine liebe Freund, why don't we simply lay this platter on the deck, gently insert the needle between the grooves, and play it at a volume that you and I, as fully paid up metalheads, will appreciate, i.e. ear-splitting. You really into metal, mate? I'm into metal, like Hitler was into the Sudetenland. Not being funny, mate, but not many black geezers are into heavy metal, do you know what I mean? We're not all into reggae and rap, you know. And have you not heard of this subgenre called black metal? Oh, so you're into a bit of Venom then, eh?
You haven't met his wife. Anyway, he only knows about the black metal genre from overhearing a conversation of mine with a previous customer.
Look, let's just put this vinyl baby to the test, shall we? Listen to that guitar playing. It's really on point. And those drums are fierce. Doesn't Ladyboy's voice sound raw?
The name of the singer is Duncan Johnson, Bart, and he's not a ladyboy. He's locked in a limo with a ladyboy.
What a classic middle eight. God, that is tight. The record is stuck. You seem to be unaware of the machine-like repetition of metal. Status Quo chose their name to reflect the tedious simplicity of their music, and the name Metallica explains itself.
Well, speaking of tedious simplicity, couldn't you hear that the record was stuck in a groove? Well, I think that the band had simply found one.
Look, guys, I just think the record needs a good, deep clean. Where is Tommy?
Oh, look, forget it. You guys are the biggest arseholes to work behind a record store counter ever, and that's against decades of some amazingly stiff competition. Goodbye. Vic, we cannot afford to lose customers like this. We're sinking here and need to close every sale.
Bart, you blew the sale, not me. I nearly had him. He was like a fish on the line. I nearly had him.
Poppycock, I heard you blow it from the back office. It was like the starboard bow of the Titanic scraping against the iceberg. By the time I reached the counter, the sail was already hypothermic in the deep, icy waters of the mid-Atlantic. I did my best to revive it, but alas, it was too late. What are we going to do? I have to make a success of this business or I'm finished.
Look, Bart, it's your business and you're the entrepreneur, but I'm the vinyl expert. You need to trust me and my many years of vinyl expertise. We need to work together as a team.
Perhaps you're right, but you know who I really blame?
Tommy.
Pringle, get your ass up here. Guys, I've got something amazing to tell ya. Something weird just happened, and you ain't gonna believe it.
Something weird, violent, and excruciatingly painful will happen to you if you don't up your game, young man. You just lost us a sale.
That's right. Your tardiness and poor vinyl hygiene cost us money today, Tommy, and it's going to be recouped from your wages. Where on earth have you been? Guys, seriously, I think I've invented a time machine.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Right, I've had enough of these excuses, so shut up and listen, Tommy. No, wait. Let me explain. So there I was, sitting on the toilet, minding my own business, licking this plaster cast minge, when all of a sudden, whoosh, I was back in the 80s and face to face with a soul-singing legend. And did I bring a surprise back for you? But, Vic, let me introduce to you Mr. Marvin Gaye. Hey, man. What's happening, brothers? Man, I need some goddamn coke. Tommy, we don't have time for your good jokes, let alone this very bad one.
What I want to know, Bart, is how the hell did this tramp get downstairs?
Tommy, remember that little chat we had about grown-ups who might take advantage of your trusting nature? You cannot blindly believe everything that people tell you. Just because some gravy-stained, care-in-the-community slob in a bathrobe tells you he's Marvin Gaye, you don't have to believe it. Sure, he looks pretty convincing. I'll give him that. But let's face it, even I'd look like Marvin Gaye in the right light. Hey man, this ain't gravy. Anyway, you got quite a collection of records up here. Let me see what a 21st century record store sells to the masses. I really don't like the cut of that man's jib. Can you believe it? Marvin Gaye is in the house.
No, Tommy, I can't believe it.
And to split hairs, this is a record shop and not a house.
Come on, Tommy. This is just some bum off the streets. Does he look like the former son-in-law of Berry Gordy?
Berry Gordy? Who on earth is she?
Oh, God's sake, Bart, come on. Everyone knows who Berry Gordy is. He, H.E., founded Motown Records. Seriously, your ignorance is absolutely astounding. No wonder this shop is struggling.
Listen, Vic, I may have little knowledge of the tedious minutiae of pop music, but that's what I'm paying you for. Your computer-like recall of names, records, and their values. Hey man, you sure we're in the future? Don't tell me Michael's Thriller LP is still in the charts. I love Michael, but he's more of a kid's entertainer, really. Well, you got that one right. Hey, where's G for gay, man?
It might be a little bit tricky to find. It comes right after F and just before H in the soul section.
Tommy, if this wastrel steals anything, it's coming out of your wages. What do you mean by wages? Hey, along with what's going on, you only got a copy of my Midnight Love LP from 1982. My latest album, double platinum. Got any of my more recent stuff? It'd be kind of interesting to hear something that I haven't even recorded yet. I'm working on a concept LP about love at the moment. Haven't got a title, but got a few tracks already in the can. Looks like he's certainly crawled out of the can.
You know, Bart, to give him credit, he does look the part. I bet he'd be pretty convincing if we gave him a bath, combed that afro a bit, and stuck him in a tuxedo. If only he could sound the part.
We could make a few quid by hiring him out as a wedding singer. There are plenty of second-rate Motown tribute acts doing the rounds.
Hey, Marvin, turn around. Can you sing at all?
Can I sing, man? Hey, does that organ work? I think so. Switch it on and see. Well, I have been writing a little between the lines and came up with a song inspired by my gospel past at Father's Church. It goes a little like this.
Well, I was sitting at the back of the chapel, gently playing my pipe organ. A pretty girl sat next to me, and I could swell on my pipe organ. And the preacher said, "Son, the Lord is shining down on that pipe organ." Well, the congregation clapped their hands, got down on their knees and sang hallelujah to my pipe organ. Oh, Jesus, to my pipe organ. Glory, glory to my pipe organ. Hallelujah to my pipe organ. Hallelujah.
Marvin, that was incredible. You can really sing. Vic, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Well, if you're thinking that we could make a fortune hiring this guy out to weddings, parties, and corporate jollies, then I'm thinking what you're thinking.
I'm thinking he's a bum, but a bum who could be persuaded to sign up to a 0 hours contract at minimum wage. I dread to think what he'd do for a line of cocaine there. Look, Marvin, we're closing up shop and heading out for a video shoot. Why don't you go home, have a bath, get dressed, and pop by a little later for a business chat? But can't Marvin be in a video? He's got street cred.
Oh, Tommy, and what would you know about street cred, eh?
Tommy, just get rid of the tramp. We have important work to do and the hour's getting late. So, Tommy, do you live down here in the basement, man? No, Marvin, this is my workshop. So what's that single bed doing over there? Those clothes strewn on the floor? That gas ring and that fridge doing down here? Well, Marvin, I do spend a lot of time down here. I do all the maintenance, the cleaning, lugging, oiling, grunt work, odd jobs, and any odds and sods that Bart and Vic need. But I do get paid. Actually, I don't get paid that much after all Bart's deductions, fines and recuperations. Sometimes I don't finish up till 11 at night, so sometimes I do have to sleep down here. Hey man, well I've lived in worse places. I lived in the back of my van overlooking Maui Beach in Hawaii with my son for a while. We partied hard, man. Debauched like motherfuckers, man. It was a blur of women, booze and cocaine. Woo! Oh yeah? How old's your son then? Well, he was about 4 at the time. But let's talk about something more important, huh? How long will I be here in the 21st century, man? I really don't want to go back to the 1980s until Papa calms down. Also, I'm quite keen to taste some of this 21st century pussy, man, you dig? Look, Marvin, I'll be honest with ya, I don't know how all this time travel stuff works. I discovered it by accident while tasting a bit of pussy myself. You might be stuck here forever if I can't work out how to get you back, but maybe this could be a second chance for you. You could live a quiet, anonymous life here. Everyone from the 1980s onwards thinks you're dead. Whoa, man, back up a little. What do you mean? You got me here by eating pussy. Oh, man, you gotta tell me all about that. Oh, yeah, but only after we've set everything up for tonight's gig. Bart will kill me if I don't get it done on time. Man, Tommy, I've met women like you. What do you mean, Marvin? You're a goddamn cock teaser, Tommy boy.
Sup, bruv? Got any biggie?
What do you need, bruv?
Biggie. You got any biggie?
Over there, mate, in the rap section, under B, we've got Ready to Die and Live After Death. Fucking great records, those two.
Cheers, bruv.
Bump me, yeah?
Whatever. Is this your rap section here, bruv? Is this it? It's pretty small, bruv. Not many records here.
Quality over quantity, bruv. Quality over quantity. You know what I'm saying? We keep it tight, man. Biggie, Sloopy Snoops, MMA.
Here, is this your shop, bruv?
Yes, I'm the chief exec. Just a poor brother from a council estate who started with nothing but a dream in my heart and a glint of steel in my eye, man. And let me tell you, I worked like a slave to build this business into what it is today.
Oh, yes, that old chestnut. Poor black man from the mean streets of St Albans starts with nothing but a £60,000 trust fund, thanks to Daddy, and struggling against all the odds and the disadvantages of a private boarding school education, pisses it all away on a vanity project. Inspirational.
Hey man, Dreams into Action is all about the struggle against oppression. You know, Martin Luther King once said, "Me have a dream." At least he did until James Earl Jones blew his head off.
You mean James Earl Ray? James Earl Jones did the voice of Darth Vader in the Star Wars films.
Well, Bart Fanshawe Brown is taking this dream to the mountaintop, and we're going to start with some drill music. Tonight, in store.
Cool, man. Who you got playing?
That's a secret.
Listen, mate, they're called Romance Dem, the hottest.
The cat is out of the bag. Gonna be blessed. Spread the word about the shop to the brothers, bruv. Here's my business card.
Cool. I'll take these records in the meantime, bruv.
Well, that'll be $39.98, please and thank you.
I thought I had seen it all, but this really takes the ginger cake. You didn't even know who Biggie Smalls was. And who the hell is Sloopy Snoops? And who are MMA?
Really, Vic, your ignorance is astounding. I'm paying you to know these things.
Listen, Bart, it's Snoop Dogg and it's NWA. And what was all that crap about Martin Luther King? I always thought this shop was named after a Howard Jones album, rather than a reflection of your hitherto unseen commitment to radical black consciousness.
Well, it worked, didn't it? That was a bit of jazz improvisation on my part. But did you note that we made 40 quid and there was no haggling? And he's coming back. When shit goes down, old Fanshawe Brown turns shit around.
Whatever's going down with Mr. Fanshawe Brown, there's definitely a lot of shit involved.
Hey guys, look at these views on YouTube for the video we posted. Over 10,000 views in 2 hours. This thing's going viral. Let's have another listen.
If you're a brother who'd kill for quality drill or bust a cap for old school rap, get your ass down to Catford town where Dreams into Action are throwing down sounds.
But why so many dislikes? What do the comments say?
Oh, let's have a look. That's good. Dad rapper Bart is a black man imitating a white man imitating a poor black man's Vanilla Ice. See, I told you. Cultural reappropriation, it says here, in its lowest possible form.
And it says here, even the white supremacists standing next to him and the Marvin Gaye looky-likey have more street cred. Oh, lol.
I told you I didn't want to appear in the video. Let's have another look here. Scroll down. This one says, so bad it's good. And all the way back to bad again. Scroll down. What's this one say? Whoa! Roadman's Dem live at Dreams into Action record shop tonight. Barty man gonna get chefed.
Oh, great. Just when I thought we might have a successful cultural event on our hands, it all crashes and burns with the threat of knife violence. And it's not even Notting Hill Carnival season. All I can tell you is that tonight better be a success. The business depends upon it. Anyway, let's set those free Aldi beers up on the counter. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your MC for tonight, so chill out, kick back, and have a free bevy or two while I stroke your musical G-spots by throwing down some funky sounds.
Hello, Bart.
Mr. Faruqi, what are you doing here?
I'm your landlord, Bart. This is my property. I can come and go as I please.
I think you'll find that's not legally the case.
As long as you're behind on the rent, I really don't think you're in a position to make an issue of it. Do you know how much rent I could charge if I evicted you and let these premises out to a middle-class white man with a beard and a passion for selling sourdough to other white bearded middle-class men? Do you know how much money I could get?
Oh, how much more?
Well, quite a bit more. But I am just here tonight for the music. Even landlords have got to party sometimes. And check out the local pussy.
And how is Mrs. Faruqi? Is she recovering well from a hip operation?
Bart, look, you know what? I can see that you are both busy men. I'll think I help myself to a beer. Give me a beer, please, Bart.
Vile man. But he has me over a barrel with my balls in a vice. I've got to get him off my back.
You paint a rather vulgar picture, Bart, but it must help that things are looking up with Marvin, surely.
Yes, well, I have Marvin's contract right here in my jacket pocket. Once he's had a few beers, he'll be ripe for the signing. Just you watch. Hey, Tommy, listen. This tape is all queued up, so when I get on stage and give you the signal, just hit play, okay? Alright, but look a bit lively. Bart and Vic are going to go ballistic when they see you up there on that stage. Don't worry, Tommy. They'll be spellbound in just a few moments. Hey, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Marvin Gaye, and I just want to ask you a question. Do you want to save the world? It's such a sad place for us to live. We're all destined to grow old and die in a world filled with sorrow and suffering. What on earth is he doing up on stage? He wasn't on the bill. We've got to keep him under wraps until the contract is signed.
Saying that, Bart, the audience are lapping him up. He's really good. We're going to make an absolute fortune out of this guy.
But it's so damn miserable and self-indulgent. Gay by name, pessimistic and defeatist by nature. Whatever happened to good old-fashioned entertainment? Still, he seems to be wowing the crowd. We gotta love each other. Love our mothers, fathers, sisters and brothers, and beg for mercy from the good Lord Jesus Christ. Love is misery, but let's make this a better world for the children. Let's do it for the babies. Let's make love for all the children. Tommy, your tramp is about to drop his trousers. In my shop. In front of my clientele.
You got that wrong, Bart. He has dropped his trousers. Oh my God.
Phew. I never thought I'd feel relieved to see a middle-aged man wearing a thong. And yet, of course, we could charge a premium for that. Perhaps some additional, after-show extras for the ladies. I'll just pencil a new clause into the contract. Catch, Marvin. Here's your robe. Hey, thanks, Tommy. It's a little colder up here than I'd anticipated.
Well, I stand vindicated. Not since a whacked-out Elvis Presley broke down into hysterical laughter during a rendition of Are You Lonesome Tonight in Las Vegas has there been such an unedifying musical spectacle. Put your clothes back on, old man. Oh, what's going on?
Where did he go? He's just disappeared into thin air. Of course. That's it. They just returned to the past automatically.
Tommy, what just happened?
I told ya. It's a time machine. I think Marvin Gaye's just disappeared in time. Hopefully back to 1984. Tommy, get him back this instant. The contract's ready to go. I think it might be too late, Bart. And Roadman's dem are taken to the stage. Fuck that batty ass shit tease, bruv. Let's get serious now, man. We got a lot of bad Rodman's dem on the streets, and this one is about 4 of them what chefed me earlier.
The sounds of the streets.
Chicken winging on my gusset. 4 nights at the Golden Grommet. It's 8 wing deep in my bucket.
I should have beat the goddamn devil music out of your black ass while I had my strength, boy. 3, 4, 5. Right, that's it.
No, don't shoot, Papa.
Oh, if I should die tonight, oh baby, though it be far for my time, I won't die blue, sugar, yeah, 'cause I've known you. Oh, how many hearts
You've been listening to Dreams into Action, a sitcom written by Mark Bryceland and Ian Shirley.